Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for coming to our first ever 2025 Green Gala. Woo-hoo. First, I want to thank Angie and Northfield Bank for hosting us this morning. This is an amazing space. Angie and Northfield Bank are extremely accommodating, extremely generous, and always steps up to host our events. So thank you, Angie and Northfield Bank. Thank you. And everybody, please make sure you are enjoying some delicious food from the best bagel shop around. We have a lot of best arounds here this morning. So thank you, Sharon, and Not Just Bagels, for the delicious food. And thank you to the Green team for working with the Chamber of Commerce to put this initiative together. So the Green Initiative is not something that is new to Woodbridge Township, and I'm certainly not going to steal Carolyn's thunder in talking about how green Woodbridge is, but this is an initiative that we discussed about 3 months ago, that wouldn't it be great to partner with Woodbridge Township and the Woodbridge Chamber and allowing our chamber members the opportunity to become more green. Everybody in this room is setting the example for the future of sustainability. So thank you for all of your efforts in becoming more green. Thank you. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mayor McCormick to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Holly Church Doyle. She forgot one thing.
My name.
To introduce herself. Usually get up and say, hi, I'm so-and-so. All right, so I'll do it for you. This was Holly Church Doyle, who was the executive director of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. She's had that job for several years now. She does great things there, record number of new members, you name it, 100 a year for the last couple of years. And she has an amazing relationship with the leaders of the town, and the chamber and the council and the administration have an amazing relationship. And today is another example of that relationship as we celebrate all the businesses in town that are sustainable and all the restaurants in town that are sustainable. We did this restaurant by restaurant and business by business for a while, and we realized there were just too many of them. We couldn't spend the time going out to every single place and doing every single one individually. It got to be a lot. We do actually work on other things now and then besides sustainability, but we decided to just do one big gala with all the remaining businesses. So that's why there's not more here today, because some already were honored. I want to introduce the Sustainability Division. This is something that's very important to the Township of Woodbridge. Way back, I guess about 15 or 16 years ago, the state of New Jersey's League of Municipalities started an effort called the Sustainable New Jersey Challenge. They wanted to give a list of all different things that a town could do, and the towns then checked off what they did, and they got points for every single thing until they got up to a total number of points. And then the state honored large towns over 100,000, middle towns 50 to 100, and under 50,000 in 3 different categories. And Carolyn Ehrlich said to me one day, because she does all the reading for me, because who has time to read when you're the mayor? But she said she read this in the magazine and said, we ought to go in this, the League of Municipalities competition on sustainable New Jersey. And I said, we'll go in it, but you better win it. So we went in it, we won it, thanks to Carolyn's effort. And since then, we won every year except one. I don't know why we dropped out. They said, you guys win a lot. Why don't you take a year off? Dumbest thing we ever did. Because now we say 13 out of 14 instead of 14 out of 14. Now we actually did drop out of it because we've outgrown it. I mean, we do things that they don't even think of. We have a team that every other town in the state is envious of the talent we have working for us now in this sustainability division. So Carol is the chief of staff. We've been hanging out for years. We worked when I was a town CFO in the 90s. She got on the council in 96. We became very good friends. We left after the term was up. When the mayor became governor, we went to Trenton. We both worked together in the treasurer's office. And then we came back and I ran for mayor And one, of course, Carol left the council then to become the chief of staff. She runs the sustainability division, but probably her biggest job is all the redevelopment projects in town. She runs the redevelopment agency, which is a big job if you look at everything we've accomplished in the last couple of years from an economic development standpoint. So this is her baby. Sustainability is something she's very passionate about. As I said, she built this sustainability division. Tom Flynn is a certified floodplain manager. He's an engineer by trade, or what's your degree in? Environmental policy. Close enough. So he joined, he was already working for us doing all kinds of things. When we had the floods, we had anything environmental goes through Tom Flynn. He's just a brilliant guy. We later hired Nicole Lawrence. I met her one day and I said, what do you do? And she says, I'm going for my master's. Oh, where? Columbia. Okay, what's your master's in? She said, sustainability. I said, I think we have a possible internship for you. The internship became a job, and now Nicole Lawrence works with us full-time in the sustainability division. And then Kush Shah came in one day as a student doing a project, and he needed to interview the mayor. So he came in, he started talking to me, going through what does the town do for this, what does it do for that. Instantly, I said, this kid's on, he's got game. And I talked to him, and I liked him so much. I said, now you ask me all these questions. Let me get you somebody who really knows the answers. And Carol came in to talk to him, and he did the same thing, just getting everything from us. And I said the same thing I said for Nicole. I said, we got to hire this kid. And we hired him as an intern, and he's been working full-time lately. While going to school, he's going to law school in the fall, and he still wants to work part-time for us. Now, how you work part-time anywhere going to law school, I don't know. But we have 3 amazing people working for Carol in the sustainability division. They work incredibly hard. They are all fiercely bright. And today is a result of some of that work as we celebrate all the businesses in town who follow our lead. You can't be the most sustainable town if the businesses and restaurants in your town are not sustainable. So that's why we're here today. I'll now turn it over to Carol. We're going to call up each business and talk.
We have a little bit of a...
Oh, we got a video first. So this works the same way the actual sustainability program worked, in that you get a list of what you can do, you check off what you did. If you get the points, you get the points, right?
Yep.
You go, you take it over now.
Okay.
It's all yours.
So I really can't tell you how much we appreciate that you took out the time to fill this out and that you came here today to be a part of our first gala. You know, when the mayor said that we stopped doing Sustainable Jersey, all we stopped doing was submitting for points. We were up to, how many points are we, Tom?
1,400.
1,400 points. Each action for Sustainable Jersey is an average of 10 points. And they're very fussy about what you submitted and how you submit it. And Tom was spending hours and hours just on the submission. And we finally said, hey, we're still sustainable, but we've kind of graduated from this program. And we're doing whole kinds of things because now we have more time. But I'm the chairman of the board of Sustainable Jersey. The Northfield Bank is the sponsor of Sustainable Jersey. And so we're still very, very active in that organization. And now the way things are going with clean energy and climate change are being disputed a bit on the federal level. It depends more on us at the local level, in our businesses, in our homes, to help do whatever little bit and as much as we possibly can. So thank you. We put together a little bit of a PowerPoint to talk to you about what's coming down the road in the electric world, and I'm going to let Kush and Nicole make that presentation to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Lawrence. I'm the sustainability specialist here at Woodbridge.
And hi, I'm Kush Shah. I'm a sustainability coordinator.
So we just want to talk to you guys about some things that are up and coming and ways that you can save energy and money in the future. So I'm not sure if any of you guys heard, but PJM Interconnection, they are the regional transmission organization for our area. They essentially offer wholesale electricity they have announced that their cost of capacity for most of their utilities will be increasing effective June 1st of this year. This increase is driven by a variety of factors, including retirement of existing power plants, load growth, and new market rules set by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. And these rules are dictated by just predictions of weather risks modeling and general valuing of energy that's being distributed. But ultimately, this is a good thing in that it's going to increase opportunities for renewable energy. But on the other hand, it's going to upfront a lot of the costs onto the users. So that being said, as I said, as of June 1st, 2025, charges are anticipated to increase at a wholesale level over 900% from $28 per megawatt per day to $270, which is a very significant amount. And ultimately, this will impact residents and businesses by increasing our utility bills by up to 30%.
So I would just like to emphasize that, because I don't know if you have heard this news before, but a 30% increase in your electric bill in your home and your business can be quite devastating for some people when you think of what your summer bill is and add 30% to that. That is just, it's hard to even fathom. So when we talk about energy efficiency and we're handing out tips and things that you can do, you can do something to make it so that it's not 30%. And if you do a lot of the tips, you can maybe keep it the same. So it's on you now to really pay attention to how much electricity you're using.
Right. So we'll share some ways that you can prepare for this summer. So the first thing that you want to do is just understand where your energy consumption is going. What are the utilities that you're using the most? This can be anything from lighting to appliances to your HVAC systems. You can do this by requesting a free audit, typically offered by your utility companies, or get a monitoring system so that you can look at your data on your own. The next step would be to implement savings that you can have as quickly as possible. So if you look at the worksheets you received, you'll get some incentive programs that can help you save, but on the back are also more immediate action steps that you can implement. They're also very beneficial if any of you guys are residents or homeowners as well, as this will be affecting both people. Okay, next slide. And then again, you can have the option for longer term savings, because although the prices have increased, they are also not likely to ever go back to previous costs. So they may reduce or stabilize in the future, but again, will not be as low as they ever have been in the past. So a good thing to note is potentially investing in upgrades, such as regulating your indoor temperature with insulated windows and doors, or just upgrading your HVAC systems overall. And of course, you can also seek some renewable energy investments. Something that's less high risk, I guess you could say, is contributing or opting into community solar program or investing in solar at your property. And you can also seek any of the programs that are on the worksheet as well. Oh, this has the opportunity to cut your savings 20 and 30%. So there's obviously really good reduction opportunities there. And yeah, thank you for your time. Just know that every small step is a big impact, not only in our environment, but on the work that you guys are doing and helping you guys save money. So we really appreciate your time and commitment to this initiative. And yeah, sorry.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Patrick Lynch with Tri-State Electric. He has saved the township, all of the taxpayers, so much money by working with the town to tell us what we should be doing, what we should be changing, the HVAC system, the lights, whatever. And then if there are rebates available from BPU or the Clean Energy Program, he would fill them out for us. So right now, I think he'll explain that the Clean Energy Program is a little up and down, but Patrick is still there to come and visit you and tell you about what he does.
Thank you very much, Carolyn, and thank you for inviting me today. I'm very excited to be here.
I met Carolyn in 2010, and she's been the greatest, one of the greatest people to work with since that time. That was with New Jersey Direct Install. Then we moved into PSE&G Direct Install, and then we were moved out of the county and into other counties, and now we're back as of January. So one of the first things I did was to reach out to Carol and set up a meeting, and came in and met with her team and Tom, who I already knew. And so it's exciting to be back. I'm glad because I get a chance to go to the European Deli down on Main Street, which is a great place, and I love the little lady there from Hungary. But as far as programs go, right now there's a hiatus of sorts between Clean Energy 1 and 2. So they just announced that PSE&G will not be doing any installations until 2026. So that's a long time to wait. But what I'm telling all of my people is this is the time to do the work that you need to do to be ready to do installations when they're ready to pay for them. And what does that mean? That means do the audits, get all the paperwork in, do all the audits, get the numbers, see if it works. But what I have to emphasize, if you need air conditioning with these summers we've been having, you need air conditioning now, don't wait for me. I have partners that can help you outside of the program that I know and trust. Right now I'm doing a project right up on 400 Gill Lane with Avenel Island Medical Group. My lighting guys are in there, and my HVAC partner is in there. So I have people, depending on the size of the project, the scope, I can plug in the right HVAC person to help you out, and maybe solar as well, other things to hold us over until the programs come back. It is exciting time. There are a lot of new things happening, but a lot of bugs to be worked out until they're going to be ready to start to allow us to actually implement those solutions. Okay? So be patient. It is coming, but be proactive. If you got something that you know is older, you know it has to be done, this is the time to do the work, to get all the answers, to see if we can help you with the programs when they come. Should I tell them the basic about the PSE&G program? Sure. So basically how it works, if you're not familiar, the PSE&G Direct Install program in the past was for average 200 kW or less. They did raise it to 300 kW or less, which is good. And the other things is that in any project, they will pay 100% of the upfront cost. They will then incentivize a certain amount, whatever the customer has to pay. That can be done two ways. You can write a check for the whole thing, or you can do it on the bill at 0% interest for 5 years. So that makes it a lot easier to be able to do these expensive projects. And with the cost of the tariffs, the cost of raw materials, the new refrigeration that was just put in place in January, all those things are making the prices go up. So a program like this, or programs, could be very instrumental in helping to offset the costs for business owners like yourselves. Okay? I think that's pretty much it.
Great, thank you.
How do you plan this?
So, as far as this checklist goes, it's good that you checked what you did, but I ask you to take a look at what you didn't do, because we wanted this also to be an educational tool about and so that the next year when we do this, you have more checks on here. So so we're going to start with the restaurant, and our top restaurant is Aoi. Is that how you say it? Somebody here from?
Yes.
Oh, come on up. So, this is for you.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about all the things that you had on here?
Sure. If I could sort through there. Yeah, so Aoi is our Japanese restaurant, serves sushi 7 days a week, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner We do our best, anything for renewable energy. We just installed brand new lighting in the entire building, all 11 floors, including the restaurant. Plastic straws, plastic use, everything is bought locally as well. And that's about it.
And he really had a gimme, because one of the things is serve not serve meat, serve other foods.
Well, sushi does that
So-
pretty,
so
for the
sushi,
most
yeah.
part, yes.
So that
Yes.
was like a gimme.
Inside the APA Hotel, so the old Hilton off of Wood Avenue.
Okay, well, why don't you talk a little about Bogart's and the hotel?
Yep.
And what you do.
So Bogart's is our lighter fare American restaurant located on the opposite side of our Japanese restaurant Aoi, or AOI. Same thing, all food is, well, we do our best to buy all food local and organically, reduce, reuse, recycle. And we also have Metro Cafe, which is our breakfast area. Serves coffee, bagels, danishes, pastries throughout the day. Same basic concept as well, all plastic, all reusable, all recyclable.
Next is Not Just Bagels. And Sharon, would you mind telling everybody you are very active in the restaurant rescue program?
Yes.
Would you mind sharing that with everybody?
Sure. So what we do is we take our stuff that's left over at the end of the day and provide it to all of our bagels that are left over at the end of the day get donated to the St. James Food Pantry or to other organizations that take the leftovers, as well as we take all of our greens and coffee grinds and eggshells that are left over and put them into our reusable program that the town offers. So if you don't have that in your restaurant, you can contact them and they will get it for you. They bring you with a green bucket.
The picture.
You put everything in there. They pick it up every other day, or depending on how busy you are, it might be every day. And they recycle and they use it for multiple things. As well as what we also do is we work with the St. John Vianney program during the summer months. They have a garden there. We provide them with some of the stuff also. We share with Woodbridge and with St. John Vianney's. And then they use that to do composting. And then they use the greens all the vegetables that they grow there and put them right back into the food pantry to give those to families in need also. So it's a great cycle. We don't try to waste anything that we can. And we also, we have our recycling. We recycle all of our cardboard, and we use everything in the store that we possibly can use that is green. Forks, knives, plates, napkins, everything that we can use possibly that we use is green. So
Great,
And-
fantastic.
everything in the store is all the equipment that we have is all brand new, so it's all energy efficient. The lighting is energy efficient, so the store is pretty much is really nice and green. So we like
And-
it. And everything in the store is green because that's my color.
And if by some chance you don't know where the store is, it's on Main Street.
Not Just Bagels is located at 93 Main Street. We have an entrance in the front on Main Street, but we also do have handicap accessible entrance in the back with a couple hundred parking places on New Street behind. So all you have to do is drive right past the store, take the first right-hand turn, and you're gonna go to the end of that street, and you're gonna see massive amounts of parking, not just for Not Just Bagels, but for all the other retailers that are on Main Street, because all of them have access through their back doors. So it's great. If you can't find parking on Main Street, go right around the corner, and there's a lot of parking there, and it's all free always.
So this one is, in the businesses, the top score, and I have to tell you, I'm very excited. Where is Amanda from Mint Spring Balloons?
She had to pick up her little ones.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
will you give this to her?
Absolutely.
So, you know how balloons, you put them up in the air with helium, and then they go up there, and they pollute? There was actually somebody in the state legislature that wanted to ban balloons. Can you imagine that? I mean, no matter how green you are, I don't know, we still want our balloons. But Amanda she doesn't use helium. Do you know a little bit about what she does?
I don't know what she uses. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I could talk a little bit about her business.
Yeah,
But
go
I
ahead.
don't know. So Amanda from Mint Sprig joined the chamber approximately 2 years ago. And we're fortunate enough also to have her work part-time in our office. If you've seen any balloon arches, any balloon decor in the Woodbridge area, they were probably done by Amanda. One of our newer restaurants on Main Street in Woodbridge, Strickland's Steakhouse, Amanda is the resident party balloon decor go-to vendor. So if you've seen any of Amanda's work, she does outstanding work. Please reach out to her if you are in need of any balloons. And also reach out to her if you need anything from the chamber. But she's a great asset to our team, and I wish I knew a little bit about what she was using in place of helium.
We'll know for the next time.
Yeah.
But, one of the good things about this event
Just
today.
air?
Just air. She has like a machine that blows them up.
Oh,
I've seen them.
Hot air.
hot, yeah.
So this is all going to go on our local TV. So this is the commercial for everybody. And it's also, you're all chamber members. And it's showing, it's a good, the chamber is behind sustainability totally, and so are its members. And this is really good, which is why, stay up here, Holly, because you are next.
Thank you.
And so congratulations.
Thank you. No, it was great to be able to partner with the township on our sustainability efforts. And even though the gala might only be once a year, that does not mean that the program ends. Everybody needs to continue on their journey for sustainability and becoming more green. And hint to everybody out there, if you are a chamber member, you receive points on the score. So anybody that's not a chamber member and is thinking about becoming more green or joining the chamber, it's also a great incentive.
It absolutely is. And part of sustainability is about giving back to the community. And that's what the chamber is. That's what the chamber is all about. Greg Aquila. Aquila Landscaping. And what jumped out at me of all the things that you have checked here is the fact that you separate all the recycled materials. I mean, that's not easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
But we make it a habit of whether it's grass, dirt, branches, even logs have to be separate from branches. We separate everything so they all can be recycled. We've changed all our fixtures to LED.
Wow.
There's a lot of new landscape equipment coming out that is rechargeable.
That's,
We're just trying that out for now.
yeah. Let me know
on
how
a loan,
that
on a
works
loan
out.
basis.
Oh, that's good.
We haven't
Okay, great.
purchased anything because
That's a good way to start.
we're not
'cause,
sure how
yeah,
it's going to work.
Yeah. I mean, if it's going to take you longer to get the job done.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
But,
have to keep recharging everything. So
Yeah.
we just want to see how long the charge is. But that's going to be a tough part.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, I will.
Because that's what they're trying to get toward, the electric landscaping stuff. And
There is a company, I believe it's in Staten Island, that
Mm-hmm.
changed completely over to everything rechargeable, even the large mowers, everything. And they spent a lot of money doing it, but, it could catch
It's
on.
good. It's great.
Yeah, it is.
It's
They
terrific.
went completely green.
great. Well, thank you.
I just want to
And,
make
um,
it clear that Greg does not own a restaurant with grass and dirt and branches and logs. He owns a landscaping.
Right. So he's here for the business. And he also is, as you drive around the town, he donates a lot to the town, and he does landscaping on our islands and things like that. So big on beautification of the entire town. Craig Fleming. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so I read yours, and the mayor's going to be happy to hear me say this because he's always after me. So you close out and remove all your unused computer programs?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's Not really me, but it's my IT company,
Uh-huh.
who is also on the board for the chamber. He anything old electronically, whether it's computers or laptops or anything that's gone, he comes, takes it, and then he sends it out to a company that decommissions it and does the whole deal so that it's done environmentally correct. And then they plant a tree in our name somewhere in New York.
Wow, that is
Yes.
fantastic. That is totally great.
Yes.
So the mayor's always yelling at me because I don't delete things. I have contacts. If you ever said hello to me, you're still in my contacts.
Yes.
And he says, clean it up, and that's I'm wasting energy. I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me give you a plaque. That is great. Anything else you want to talk about your business?
Well, obviously with heating and air conditioning, we try to put in all the stuff to all of our customers to be high efficiency, and we tell them the same things that were on your flyer, that, you know, to be looking for open windows, drafts, other stuff like that. All of our lighting in our office and our parking lot is LED lighting. We separate all of our scrap for all of our metal and all of our ballasts. Everything we take out, we separate and scrap separately.
So what's happening with heating and plumbing? You should be the busiest man in town.
I try.
Baker and Blackbird?
No.
Anybody here from there?
Yep. It's very.
Oh,
Mary, I didn't realize that was you. Okay.
So I recently started a home bakery, sourdough and sourdough goods, and all of my recipes and everything I try to source locally. I reuse the sourdough discard for other recipes, so I'm just trying to keep everything as sustainable as possible.
And I kind of saved the best for last. So come on up, ESW Services. Because
Kind of
you have-
surprised we won anything. Because I think we've been doing from the survey a good job, but not a great job. And actually applying for this and getting notification from Holly that we won has actually spurred us on to do a great job this year. So we decided that we're going to go greener than ever, and we're going to launch an education program for our agency. We're a social service agency that provides vocational services for special needs adults. We've never educated them on recycling, on sustainability. And it occurred to me coming here today, this is something we should do. This is as important as the other skills we teach them. So we're going to take this award and we're going to multiply it by 50. And you're going to have 50 participants that
Okay.
are now going to be sustainable from one award.
All right, that is terrific.
Thank
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes. Thanks.
This is really terrific. And we'll come back next year, the next gala, and you'll let us know.
We'll let you
what
know,
everybody
because we're gonna focus on education and examples teaching and getting them. We never focused on sustainability or recycling or the environment with our clients, mostly vocational life skills. But this is as
This is a life
important.
school. This is the life
This
skill.
is as important.
Yeah.
They need to learn how to do this, how to use it, what the benefit is for them, for their family members, and for society, so they can contribute and give back.
That's beautiful.
Sure, why not? But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, everybody, for coming, for participating. Angie's not going to throw you out if you want to hang out, eat a little more food and mingle. I probably have to go because we have another stop.
There's cookies.
Yeah. So thank you, Angie. Good luck.